We operate professionally, okay? Welcome back to Yeah Yeah Podcast, everybody. I'm here today with my co-host, Dulce Mac.
Hey. I'm here with the gaslighting, gatekeeping girl boss, Grace Kirk.
Yeah, she can't even say mine. She was about to just be like, hey, it's me, and that's it.
No, but I remembered. That doesn't count.
The fact that it's not even the first thing on your mind is absolutely
it was the
disgusting.
second thing. It's pretty
I
close.
should be I'm right next to you.
Okay, hi, it's Grace.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're here today with a guest. He's the most amazing white rapper I know, besides this one guy in high school. Octavius Thunder, everybody. Is that it, right?
Yeah, you said it right.
For some reason I wanted to say Pentagon.
Oh my god, you're the only guest that hasn't interrupted us.
Why do you guys look like you manage a hot topic together?
You think?
I mean, I see it for me, not you.
I feel like I will manage the zoomies across
No, you're like the
way.
manager and she's the cashier.
Yeah, for sure. I honestly think that's an amazing compliment. Every time I go into Hot Topic and they think I work there, I get happy. But they decided not to hire me, so I applied a few times. Welcome to the show, though.
Oh, yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're super excited. You look amazing. Loving the sunglasses. Whatever those
Yeah,
are.
I didn't realize the theme of the show. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah. Well, we did say it.
Yeah,
and you
I
agreed.
will say you responded to my post and
You
it said,
do you want to do my pod at this time? And I said yes. And that was all the communication we had.
No. I posted a story and I said, hey, does anyone want to do me and Grace's podcast? It's this, blah, blah, blah. And you were like, me. And I was like, okay, this time.
I didn't read after the podcast
I know,
part.
and you should have.
Why?
But you know what? I knew that going into this. Like, we were driving here today and I was like, I feel like he doesn't know what's
I'm
about to happen.
equally as prepared as if I had known.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
true.
true. I mean, I don't know. Were you like on ayahuasca when you agreed to do it?
No, I haven't done a drug in almost 10 months, except for weed.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like you used to do psychedelics a lot. True?
Yeah, every day.
Okay, cool.
About 5 grams.
Of
what?
Mushrooms every single day.
Yeah.
It was great,
Good.
honestly.
I love that. Did you ever have like an ego death?
Yeah, a long time ago. I don't even exist. I'm just a
Oh, you never came back from it?
No, I'm just like this isn't me. This is just some puppet that I'm playing around with.
I feel like I'm watching Oppenheimer right now. He's like, we're just atoms held together by theory or whatever. I watched it again.
I still haven't seen it.
It's on Peacock. I watched it again last night. It's pretty good.
They should do a porno of it called Sloppenheimer.
I think that's with the communist chick. She's
Hagenheimer.
like, have you seen it?
No.
Okay, cool.
It's 3 hours long.
Yeah, I
guy-
have no attention span anymore. Reels and shorts and I don't really use TikTok, but they've ruined my brain. I can't pay attention to anything.
That's true. I have to be playing a game of bingo while I watch a movie on my phone.
That's true. She never gets off her phone. It really makes me upset.
Yeah, we're
I can put
actively
my
fighting
phone
about it.
away.
Yeah, I guess. But you know what? There's nothing better than winning online bingo and like gambling for money.
I can think of a lot of things that are better than that.
All right. Well, this isn't a call out podcast, so we're not going to name things that are better than gambling because honestly, it's nothing. And with the glasses, I thought you would agree with me. But.
You know, I'll agree with you here. There's a 80% chance you lose all your money in gambling, but there's a 90% chance your startup fails. So gambling is actually smarter than starting a business, statistically speaking.
Wow.
There you go.
And I'm doing both of them. I love it.
Wow.
And I'm failing at both. It's so amazing.
You're the 40%. I'm bad at math.
Yeah, that was 20.
I took a
think.
shot of Jameson. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I went through your social media and pulled some things that I really liked from there and thought were interesting and wanted to hear some backstory on. And we're going to go through them.
Who is that?
Be prepared for me to say I don't remember because I was blackout drunk this entire time.
And you really don't remember?
Be prepared. I don't remember a lot of these things. I don't remember the context of this picture at all. There was a chinchilla. I wanted a picture with the chinchilla. I like animals.
That's you? I literally thought it was someone else. That's crazy. Wow.
That's a devious smile. I feel
Yeah.
like you bullied me in high school. And honestly, looking at your posts from high school, like you definitely would have 100%.
Were you a bully in high school?
No.
Lie. Can we get a sound effect?
Where's the proof? I didn't post anything of any substance in high school. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, we've got some.
I posted shit like, last night was crazy, LOL.
Was it crazy
What's the
though?
move tonight? Like, just shit like that. There was no, like, thoughts.
Do you remember whose chinchilla it was?
No.
One time my friend had 2 chinchillas and one of the chinchillas ate the other one. And she like gave it back. She was like, I'm sorry, I can't.
I used to date this girl that told me a story that when she was a kid, she went over to her friend's house and they had a hamster and the older brother was like, oh, the hamster's cold. So they put it in the microwave and it exploded. And then they all started screaming and crying.
Oh my God. What's
Why
this
the
guy's
fuck?
name? We should look him up.
First off, whoever that is now like on some sort of registry somewhere.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I think he was just retarded. I don't think he meant to explode it.
Then
I
he's
think-
on the
knew.
retarded registry because that's pretty bad, dude.
Yeah, the hamster
Heat him up in the
registry.
microwave. He's cold. Ted Bundy behavior.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
My neighbor had a rabbit growing up, and like it was like summer in Houston, and like the rabbit was outside, and it got so hot it literally exploded.
Just by itself?
Yeah.
What the
This
fuck?
podcast was brought to you by animal abuse.
I'm glad the rest of
PETA.
me grew into my nose, though.
That's true. All right, next photo.
Yeah. I meant to start with that one. That one's like my favorite.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Well, there was a point in my alcoholism where I thought that disrespecting everything was hilarious.
Honestly, it still is.
And
It is.
Yeah.
and that was by my my dad's house. And
What
I
state is
guess-
this in?
Yeah.
this is in Southern California.
Okay.
And I just thought that would be funny if I looked like I was desecrating a rock with religious.
Come on. You peed on it.
I feel like you did pee on it.
I don't remember.
You peed. Wait,
He's
so
HR trained.
when did you start drinking? When is this crazy
Yeah.
alcoholism
Where are
starting?
you from? Where's the beginning? Because we have a conspiracy that you were made in a lab.
Yeah.
I'm from Irvine. I actually just saw one of my friends from high school today that I haven't seen him in like years. And he was like, dude, I think I realized that everyone from our hometown's autistic. But then again, we all say that here.
That's true.
We're
Everyone
just
says
all
that.
Floridian water symptoms.
Floridian water sometimes.
I think it's just something.
Fluoride, not Florida.
I think everyone in this generation is just autistic now.
Also, what if
Yeah.
Florida is named after fluoride? And that's why everyone's so crazy.
Whoa.
Whoa, that could
You ever
be
seen
it.
someone with the fluoride stare?
What's
Yeah, I'm
that?
looking at it right now.
Oh,
Is it me?
That's so true.
Me? Or
I don't know. It
Dulce
could be
thinks
either
everything's
of us.
about her.
Yeah, I know.
That's
She's like, "Is
true.
it me?" While you're looking at me.
I can't see who he's looking at.
It's a vibe. It's the fluoride vibe. The
Yeah,
fluoride,
Dulce, you didn't
dude.
pass the vibe check.
Fuck.
Tell her about the fluoride stare because it's real.
Yeah, what is that? Like a heroin stare?
Well, they put fluoride in the water
Mm-hmm.
to turn the frogs gay or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
What's
know.
Oh, you're
the
not going to lead it up
stare?
with anything?
I didn't have a thing on it.
Okay, well, the fluoride
You brought it
thing-
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you know
you
what it is. You're like,
I've seen a meme on it, and it's not
oh
something that
my
I
God.
really think is real.
Okay, tell me.
Well, no, I don't think it's completely real, but the meme is like people who trust the government and are drinking the water with the fluoride in it. Their brains are like mush at this point because of all the fluoride, and they're like susceptible to like whatever mind
Well,
control.
they say that fluoride calcifies your pineal gland, which is your third eye that connects you to the spirit realm, and it blinds you from your divine connection.
Oh.
So the fluoride stare is just like,
Is that why you always drink Diet Coke?
yeah. I'm trying to close my third eye. I've seen too
Yeah.
much. Yeah, the fluoride stare is real, people. Let's go to the next photo.
If you really cared about depression, you would fuck ugly people.
2018.
You started doing
So-
comedy in what, 2017?
I don't know. I'm 31. My first mic was at 20, but then I moved to LA to actually pursue comedy at 22.
Mm-hmm.
So, math.
8 years ago?
2018 was 6 years ago, so you were 25 when you posted this. I don't know. I was looking through your posts and I saw you doing a mic in 2015, and it said something about, oh, my first time, blah blah blah.
So when
Wait, I used to have this
that
bit-
makes sense.
I used to have this bit about how school shooters could be prevented with medicinal pussy if they legalized prostitution for medicinal value. But I stopped doing the joke because then you'd have to also legalize pedophilia because the kids would have to fuck the hooker, so it wouldn't really work.
Oh, I guess that's true.
True.
Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, that's kind of a start of a good thing, though. Like, you've got the right idea, you know?
Yeah.
It needs to be perfected, but I could see that really working.
volunteers.
Yeah. I mean, what's the age of consent? Like 17?
I don't know.
I don't know. You know?
I think it
You
changes.
should know,
with-
right? You should tell
I think
us.
here it's 17, right?
I don't know.
I think
hope.
it's 17 in Texas.
Justin,
Yeah.
look it up. We're not calling him Jamie.
I remember in California, it
17.
was 17 in California, but only if there's like a 2-year allowance. Like
What?
a 17 could be with a 19-year-old, but not a 20-year-old.
Yeah, there's always like a weird
Isn't there
2-year
like
thing.
a Romeo and Juliet law?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what that is.
Is that how you say
Yeah,
it?
if you
Yeah, that's yeah.
if you have sex, you have to kill yourself together.
If you fuck an
That's
ugly
my kind of
person.
country.
God, I wish it was like that. My
When's
life
the
would be
last
so
time
much
you
easier.
fucked an ugly person?
Never.
So you don't care about depression?
No.
He's just telling other people like you should be nice and care.
Yeah,
but
I
I
used to
don't.
see. I used to see a lot of like motivational, inspirational quote type stuff, and a lot of my Facebook posts were geared against that. Like whatever they were saying, I'd be like, "That's stupid." Like, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars. The stars are like hundreds of light years further than the moon,
That's true.
and you'll probably be dead by the time you get there. And your just corpse will land on a star. And then once you get to the star, it will burn your corpse alive because the star is a giant fireball. So if you don't hit the moon, you're fucked. It's a stupid saying.
One of my favorite posts from you that I didn't include for some reason, but I just found again was there's an obese girl sitting outside, arms outstretched while singing, being soaked by rain. And I'm pretty sure she's singing too.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
That's
Yeah.
poetry.
No, I know. It's really beautiful. And then
Yeah.
someone said, send me a video. And you said, okay, I sent it on Snapchat.
And then he's like, send boobs too.
Next one. So WID. I hate Snapchat. Yeah, no, I absolutely love this. This is on par with like Tony Robbins-esque motivational speaking. This really spoke to me. Well, honestly, yeah. Going through your posts, like so much of your shit is genuinely funny and like not cringy as opposed to like what we find on most people. So
Yeah,
love
that's
that.
true.
Thank
Amazing.
you. That means a lot.
And a lot of your stuff, it's like I feel like you're not going to be embarrassed by anything. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you wouldn't care enough to be embarrassed. So it's like, what do I really pick?
I might pretend like I'm embarrassed to seem like I'm a good person.
Wow. That's very Patrick Bateman.
Nothing embarrasses you?
I didn't say that.
Well, I was leading up to a different question. What embarrasses you?
Yeah, what's
I'm not
something
going to
that
put my cards on the table
Why?
because then you'll know how to embarrass me. This
Well,
is
I don't- I
strategy.
wouldn't-
See, Justin, this is what women do. They want to find your insecurities so they can target them and then reduce you to a shell of the man you used to be.
I would
That's
not
what
today.
that was
target
what I was going to
them.
do next. So he is right.
I
was gonna-
wasn't gonna do that.
He was going to be like, oh, blah, 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 embarrasses me. And then I'm going to like go on a wild search, like, let's find you standing like Buffalo Bill, your dick tucked in between your legs or whatever. Guys, you know the reference. Come on, Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
So what embarrasses you again? What were you going to say?
This right now.
Thank you. All
Being
right.
seen on a podcast with you two.
Oh my god.
Next
Same.
slide.
Am I reading it?
2017 went exactly as planned, and 2018 will too, because I am fucking God, and almost every day is the best day of my life. So my New Year's resolution is to try harder to be depressed, so I seem more humble.
So you finally accomplished your goal.
Yeah. It worked out.
I feel like this embarrassed him a little. I feel a little embarrassment.
I feel
A little?
proud, actually.
You feel proud?
Yeah, I'm like, damn, I used to be cool.
Yeah.
I miss the confidence I had from being intoxicated constantly. The sobriety really slipped away with that. Or that really slipped away with sobriety. Because then I started realizing how things are, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm not that great. I'm just some guy. And and that's not as fun to feel.
That's true.
It's way more fun to be like, I'm the best. Everything's about me. Even if it's delusional, delusion is the key to success.
Yeah.
The most successful people I know are fucking crazy and do not see things accurately. And they're just like, yeah, everyone loves me and this happened and this is good. And you're just like, all right, well, that's how presidents are elected. Like, it's all about delusional confidence. So basically, if I don't blow up this year, I'm relapsing and sabotaging everything I've worked so hard to build.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, if we've learned anything so far in this podcast, it's you should be drinking again, probably. I mean, look at this. I will say there's nothing stronger than alcohol, alcohol-induced confidence. Like, that shit goes hard.
But Xanax confidence is even worse.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you would steal anything.
So, like,
by you, I mean me.
So, like, you used to drink a lot and you did a lot of, like, psychedelics, but were you ever into, like, pills or, like, other drugs?
Yeah, I was into Xanax for a good amount of time. Mm-hmm. I never got into opiates or, like, I didn't like Adderall or any of the upper pills. Or any of the opiate pills. I have done all of them, but I've never developed an addiction to any. It was mainly Xanax.
Did you ever steal stuff while you were in Xanax?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want a Xanax story from you.
I went in my college town. There was this little deli mart, and I went in there on Xanax. And I paid, and I just turned around and like grabbed some gummy worms and just walked out. In my head, I was like, that was smooth. And then I came back an hour later to buy more snacks. And they're like, yeah, you stole from us. And I literally...
Were they like vaguely Asian? Like,
no, they're Indian.
Yeah, that's what...
It was a deli mart.
Asian.
Well, yeah.
India's
wanted...
Asia.
Yeah, I wanted like a fully Indian accent when you did that, but...
You steal from us, sir. You owe us money.
You're not my friend.
Do not come again.
Why would you go back to the same store?
Because
he was on
Xanax.
True, that's true.
No, when I came back, I actually forgot. I forgot that I did that.
Yeah.
And then so when he confronted me, I was like, what are you talking about? And then he was like, you stole. And then I was like, this is a store I went to like every day, multiple times a day. And then I was like, oh shit, my bad. And then I paid for it. And then like I was apologizing to it every time after him for like the next 3 months.
Yeah, that's good.
So y'all were cool again.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's good. I love that. And
I actually did that same exact thing a few years ago here.
What part of town?
The gas station right next to my house.
You stole gummy bears?
Yeah.
Same thing?
Yep.
Xanax or sober?
Xanax.
Damn.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think the best thing you've told me...
They like yelled at me too. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they showed me the video and it's just me just going, grabbing it and putting it in my bag. It was like, I don't know what I was thinking.
You're like, I guess that's me. Yeah.
I just imagine like you walk into this gas station and they have your photo and they're like, you know how they do like thief? And then you walk in like not on Xanax and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that wasn't me.
That's amazing.
Wait, what were you going to say?
My favorite thing about you when you did Xanax is that you used hot Cheetos in a Caesar salad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's like spicy croutons.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit the next slide, please.
Next slide.
2017, that was... Okay, that was definitely my friend.
That's what they all say.
Definitely my friend posted that.
September 4th, 2011, I'm a gay bitch. 12 likes. They supported you coming out as a gay bitch.
Yeah.
I think I remember I cut out the comments, but they were like, yeah, we know.
That was either my friend Chris or Nico.
I think
you go
it
to
was
school
Nico.
in California?
In Santa Barbara, yeah.
So did you live in California for most of your life?
Yeah.
That's so random.
Minus 2 years. I spent like 2 years in Arizona collectively. But other than that, entire life in Southern California.
Do you miss it? Or do
No,
you like
not at
here
all.
more?
I like it here.
You seem like a Colorado person. Just saying.
Yeah, I could see
I'm just
that.
surprised about the California thing.
I'm not wearing
thought
enough
you
like
were
neon shit for that. You ever
I don't
notice
know.
Denver
You're-
people look like they just wandered into a Goodwill somewhere that mixes like they mix like camo and rave clothing, and their outfits are like just so irrelevant and like nothing goes with the rest of their
Yeah.
outfit.
I've only been there once. Sorry, guys, at an AA convention.
Yeah. I feel like Denver is going to become the new Portland.
I
soon,
met
like,
a wizard
trash.
there. It was cool.
I think Portland is the new Portland. They can smoke crack now.
Okay, I'm saying
Really?
Denver is going to become the new Portland as it is now.
Do they have
They
like?
shut down a bar and brothel in a tent city. They were
Whoa.
operating a bar and a brothel in tents, homeless people
Oh my
in Portland?
god!
in Denver.
Oh, wow. What were you going to say
Wait,
about
they
Portland?
can smoke crack?
Bitch, I've literally had a joke about that for
I thought
3
it was a
years.
joke. I thought it was a full.
No, you can
joke.
do drugs there.
Yeah, everything's decriminalized.
Do
Yeah.
they have like a Build-A-Bear, but it's like build your crack?
Build-A-Bong?
Like, everyone builds their own crack.
No, but
let's
they give
move
out
to
like
Portland.
they
You don't
give out
build
like
crack,
free
you cook
needles
it.
and shit
Have
there.
you ever listened to
you
rap
stir
music?
it. I've made crack before, so yes, I know.
You ever made crack?
Yeah.
Wow. I never thought I'd be in the minority here, of not making crack with these two. What's guys? What the fuck?
I mean, you've never been curious
To make crack?
Yeah.
No, I just buy it.
I've done
My
that too.
ex, he would be like, "You want to see how easy it is to get crack?" And we would just drive into the hood, and he would get crack in like 2 minutes, and then
Oh, and if you see someone and you're like, I can't tell if they're homeless, and then you look at their shoes and their shoes are clean, they have crack.
I think he told me
Ooh,
that.
I just
too.
met a guy like that the other day.
There you go.
Yeah, I was working the door here. So you've done crack?
Yeah, a bunch.
And what about you?
I only did it one time.
Dude, I'm sorry.
What?
Like, this is dumb, but like, just doing crack is like a funny sentence in itself.
That's
I
why I
know.
did it. But it turns out it's not funny. It's actually really addicting.
Okay,
Well,
but why?
It's super addictive.
I only did it the one time.
Okay.
I don't like uppers.
Yeah,
so it's not
me neither.
For me.
So, like, what is a doing crack experience like? Like, give it to me.
First time you do crack, it feels like, well, the way I describe it is geared towards heterosexual males to understand. So like
Well, just
Try.
maybe
Just-
someone who listens can relate.
the most beautiful person just I don't know. I can't do it.
No, do it.
It feels like the most beautiful woman ever just like hops on your dick and is like riding you like 2-3 times and then just disappears into nothing. And you're like, huh, well, that was amazing. Where'd you go? And then you're like, oh, I gotta smoke more. And then she never comes back.
My favorite thing is that
But
earlier.
you know what it is? You know what's nice about crack is that it's similar to transcendental meditation, which if you don't know what transcendental meditation is, it's repeating a mantra over and over again in your head so you clear your mind of everything. And that mantra just happens to be more crack.
Wow.
So there
Wow.
is a therapeutic, like, if you're on a crack bender for like 6 hours, you're not thinking of anything else. All your problems disappear. All you want is more crack. And if you have enough crack to last 6 hours, then you're good.
That's true. No,
And then when you're done doing crack, there's like an hour where you're like, I cannot fucking live without crack. Like there's gotta be crack around here somewhere. There's gotta be. I've never had, it could be your first time. I've never had crack before, but I know there's probably a little pebble like in the carpet or something.
Yeah.
That's why
What?
people start smoking like pieces of soap and stuff. I don't think I've ever done that.
Cat litter shit. My
that
favorite
didn't
thing is
happen to me. But
that.
maybe
My
I
favorite thing
made
is
it
earlier
wrong.
you were like, yeah, I never really got into uppers. Yeah, I've smoked crack a lot.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
upper
like, it's like
pills.
the most
That's
beautiful
why I
woman.
was so slow to answer that because I was like, I'm trying to answer this honestly. I don't want to miss anything.
We
But-
wanted
Yeah.
to know about the crack all along. You should have led with the crack. I don't give a fuck if you've done Adderall. Talk about crack. This is a podcast. What the fuck?
I used to get it from this dude named who would just pop out of the bushes
The
in
rapper?
a 3-piece suit.
Like, what?
Yeah, maybe bleep that out. He's probably still operating.
God.
And he would just pop out of the bush in a 3-piece suit with gold teeth.
Oh my god.
He kind of looked like a more handsome Puerto Rican Charleston White.
Okay.
And he would just, every time I would hit him up, he would just appear magically like this mystic leprechaun. He was very small in like a new vehicle every time. Sometimes he'd roll up on like, he had this bicycle that was
What?
like apple green, and it was bright neon, and it had all these like bells, and it was shiny and chrome. And then he would just disappear. And then sometimes I call him. I'd be like, "Oh, I'm on this corner." He'd be like, "Yeah, I see you." I'd look around. I wouldn't see fucking anyone. I'm like, "How do you see me? I don't see anyone here." And he would just emerge. He was like, he would like evaporate and then reassemble his form into a solid
ghost.
Yeah, that's like The Night Before. Have you seen that movie?
No.
Okay, well,
What is that?
Go watch it.
What even is that? The
Nothing.
Night Before what?
Before Christmas. It's a Christmas movie. It's a Seth Rogen movie. It's good.
Oh.
And you should go watch it.
Right.
Anyway, the drug dealer just comes out of nowhere, and he's like a Gatsby person, and he throws this cool party. But that's what that reminded me of.
I love that. So when did you decide to quit crack?
I mean, the door's still open technically.
Yeah,
You're like, no alcohol, but I'm open to crack if someone has some.
if someone else makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've never tried crack. I don't.
That's interesting.
No, you shouldn't do crack. Nobody should do crack. I'm a big advocate for drugs, and I think every drug has its place and has its use in modern day life, but crack there's nothing good about it.
Yeah, it's not good. It's like traumatic cocaine, like cocaine that's been through stuff.
Yeah. So whenever you're doing it, you feel like you're just like on more coke or something. Because honestly, the woman riding your dick for 3 times and then disappearing didn't really give me like a good picture of what crack feels
it's like if someone paid your rent and did your errands for a whole month.
Guys,
That's
these
what he
metaphors
meant.
are horrible.
Yeah.
What?
No, mine was good. It just doesn't apply to you guys because you have vaginas, but I don't know how to like restructure it. I don't think a guy appearing and fucking your vagina with something would be
That would
pleasurable
be
in the least bit.
awesome.
That would actually be great.
Yeah, that would be sick. If
I
he
think that's
just
called sexual
appeared
assault.
and like if
Honestly,
he just appeared and gave you head and then left,
Yeah.
that would
Well,
be
if he's
sick.
ugly, it's sexual assault. But if he's hot, then that's crack, baby, I guess.
If you close your eyes, everyone's hot. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit the next one.
slide.
Happy International Women's Day. I love you all. Megan Hart, did someone hack your Facebook? I actually sent this one to her last night.
Yeah, this is my favorite. Who's Megan Hart?
Well, I love women. I have so much respect for you guys. You guys are the link to the spirit realm. You provide and protect for us. I mean, you protect us in the spirit realm while men protect you physically.
on Earth.
But
right.
it's yeah, I don't remember what was going on when I said that, but
You were going
Yeah,
through
women are
Were
something.
you drunk
Yeah.
here too?
yeah.
You
Well,
drank every day?
yeah.
Did you feel like bloated and fat?
I felt like I was gonna die constantly.
Oh, that sounds
I'm just like
horrible.
imagining like a Ric Flair type situation
Yeah.
with you drinking all this time.
Did you fight a lot, like at bars?
Yeah.
I knew it. Like for no reason?
It was usually because people didn't like my jokes.
And you would
Wow.
punch them?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you can do that.
Like
If
give
people
me
don't
a,
like your jokes, you can just punch them. It's so cool.
like,
I mean,
give me
honestly, yeah, you can do anything you want when you
That's
really
true.
put your mind to it.
One time this guy spilled a beer on me and my ex fought him and then I punched the guy in the face. It was fun.
Did it hurt him?
No, he was really fat and it felt like punching like a pillow.
Wow.
I don't know.
What was your drink of choice during these days?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I can just imagine you like in a bar in Florida drinking like a Long Island and being like
Or like
blackout drunk.
tequila soda.
I was mainly a beer guy.
Oh.
I liked IPAs because they're really strong.
Wow.
But then I really wanted to be like those guys in like Mad Men that are just like drinking whiskey out of the glass and not even making a face.
That's me.
So at one point I restricted myself to only drinking Dewar's, and
What's that?
it's a really good whiskey.
Oh.
I think it's actually pronounced Dewar's.
It is. I was about to be like, doer.
But Dewar's sounds way cooler.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you
I've
sound
had it,
rich.
honestly.
Yeah, it's like doer. I don't know.
So I would just drink it straight out of the bottle, and it was terrible. And then after like a month, I could just drink it straight.
Yeah.
So yeah, mainly beer and whiskey. I did love gay fruity drinks though. Those were cool.
Well,
But
I
would
just
have to
like
make it would have to be an occasion. I'd have to be like out of town or on vacation or something.
Dude, that's what my ex used to say. He's like, I'm gonna get a frappuccino because we're on vacation.
I just like that you were like, oh yeah, like I would be drunk every day and fighting people at bars, and we're like, what were you drinking? And you're like, IPAs. Like what the fuck? That's the gayest drink you could drink.
Yeah,
Gayer than
No.
a fruity. Than a fruity drink.
I bet you would be like, what's the highest percentage beer? I won that one.
Yeah.
Actually, I do that too because I hate beer. So I'm like, I need to get it done fast.
Yeah.
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 I
not
had
great.
a 9% one time. That one was good.
Is that like high for beer?
Yeah, right? Is that high?
9?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's up there. I think Bud Light is like 3.5
Yeah.
and Budweiser's like 4.
I've only drank one beer in my life.
In your whole life?
Yeah, and it was Lone Star, and it was because there was no water and I was really coked out. So let's roll the next slide.
That's crazy. You only had one beer ever?
I like vodka.
And Whippets. She
Yeah.
used to.
Cool. I don't know why this is really blurry, but I went full retard is the caption and this amazing tattoo that you have that you showed us before the podcast.
He did.
But can like we get a backstory on why there's a man fucking a goat?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was having a conversation with my friend about how if someone walked in on you fucking a goat, you could probably explain yourself and be like, oh, I just found this goat. And, you know, you can make it sound like you're doing something else. But, like, if you were... And if someone walked in on you jacking off in snorkeling gear, you could also probably talk your way out of that. But if you got caught fucking a goat wearing snorkeling gear, there's no explanation.
So that's why you got tattooed?
Yeah, there's no explanation for the tattoo. And I drew that up. I was blackout drunk in Bucharest, Romania, I think. Or where's that tag say?
I can't read it, but let me read it on my phone. I thought you were in like Thailand when you said.
That is Bucharest? It was either that or Hungary.
It's Budapesta.
Oh, Budapest. That's Hungary.
Yeah.
So I was in Hungary and yeah, I just drew it up, hammered, and handed it to the guy. And
And he
the
was
guy
like,
looks at me
okay.
and he's like, are you sure about this? I was like, yeah. And he's like, all right. I woke up the next day with my ass sore, and I was like, oh, this is a bad sign.
Oh my God.
Then I go look in the mirror, and I'm like, oh shit.
He was probably... That happened
Well.
to me, and it's a really ugly one. Where is that?
Is it the gas mask?
Yeah.
Oh, my least
How's
favorite.
the sun I drew
Oh,
on
he
you?
gave me a tattoo.
Oh yeah, you showed me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like talking to you is like that commercial, like the most interesting man in the world, but he did too much acid. You know what I mean? Like you tell these insane stories, but then you're also like, women protect us in the spirit realm. And I'm like, okay. Why is it almost gone?
So... you didn't know the backstory to this, but me and my ex-husband were on heroin, and he let me, and I let him tattoo.
Wait, you
that.
were married and you used to do heroin?
Well, no, I was on Percocet. He was on heroin. I only did it for a weekend. But anyway, you went over that
Sounds
sun.
like one hell of a honeymoon.
Yeah, you went over the sun that he did.
Nice.
It's a very
Yeah.
beautiful wedding of you.
I know.
Also, do any of your like sexual partners ever bring up this tattoo when they see it?
No, they bring up the other ones.
What's the other?
How could the
What?
other ones
Yeah.
be worse?
There's a lot more.
Please tell us.
Crazier? What else?
I have the Louis Vuitton monogram tattooed on my ball sack so I can say I have a designer bag.
Nice.
That's so dumb. Did that really hurt?
Where on your balls is this?
Like,
Is it like large or small?
it's
Small
pretty
tattoo.
big, but like, it's on this side, kind of
Like,
halfway down the shaft.
Okay.
I don't know.
Wow.
Shaft or balls?
It's on the balls, but it's halfway down the shaft. If you're using the
Okay.
shaft as
Okay.
a ruler.
Got it.
Okay. Well, I mean that depends, but on a lot of things.
And then
but
I have
I guess we won't get into it.
Wow. What else?
What's another tattoo?
I'm gonna keep them private.
He'll show us later.
Would you take a bong rip of a used tampon for $100? First off, what the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah.
Well, clearly somebody wrote that on
Someone
my laptop.
else?
Yeah.
I just like that.
Because I said, who the fuck wrote this? LOL, my phone's been in my pocket this whole time, 10 years ago. Which means my laptop was open at my house and there was people at my house.
Oh, I guess people did used to do that, like hack your friends.
No, that was a big thing.
Yeah.
And we used to put each other's phone numbers on Men Seeking Men on Craigslist. And then I did it to this.
I found one of the posts about that on your Facebook.
I did it to one of my friends and he was just getting bombarded with dick pics for like 4 hours. He had to like turn off his phone. It ruined his whole day.
Yeah.
And we would be doing these kind of pranks to each other and nobody found out it was me for like a while. I think it blew over and then he accused someone else and then that started a war where someone ended up putting Icy Hot all over their dick and balls.
Oh no.
Because they had to even themselves out because they sprayed 3 of my friends with pepper spray in the face. This is all consensual. Everyone agreed to this.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And then I was just off on the sidelines, just like, and then it took them all day to realize that I didn't partake in any pain receiving. And like all 5 of them like tackled me and just shoved sand in my face and eyes and nose.
Oh my God, guys are crazy.
Boy dinner. Yeah, whenever I was looking through your stuff, someone like posted an ad, I guess that you had posted, or maybe it was your phone number, but it was like something on Craigslist and it was like a picture of a hot girl and someone was like, I found the ad you made.
Oh, me and my friend did that to my ex-boyfriend. We put his number on Craigslist.
We used to fuck around on Craigslist heavily.
Dude,
Yeah, it
Craigslist
was
is not what
fun.
it used to be.
It's really not, and it should be.
I know.
Let's bring back
I miss the
sketchiness.
misconnections part of Craigslist. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's still there. But
I think they're still up. I haven't been on Craigslist in a long time.
But they
I haven't
don't.
needed a car or a house. I feel like that was the main thing I used it for. And then you get distracted. Like, what else is going on here?
Aw.
yeah, there's some real freaks. I like the ones where they're like, please come peg me. I'm sure that's a big one in Austin.
True.
Also, did you guys know you can't jerk off in prison?
What?
It's like against the rules.
Really?
Well, you would just have to do it discreetly.
Yeah, no, I mean, people do it all the time, but it's kind of crazy that it's against the rules.
So my friend, yeah, that's true. My friend in prison used to make money by selling and trading porn magazines.
In prison?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this started because like I was talking to my friend who used to be a CEO at a prison, and he was like telling me crazy stories, and he was like, yeah, one time like this guy was jerking off and had like an Old Spice deodorant bottle shoved up his ass. And I told him to stop, and I was like, why would you tell him to stop? And he was like, because jerking off in prison is against the rules.
But I've never asked my friend that, but
Oh, it's great. I love the stories.
my friend called me from prison and I gave her the phone and she was like, he's weird, and like gave it back.
Well, he was like
He was
really
kidding.
dampening the vibe. Like he was like, I'm sad. And I'm like, I know, but like you're in prison. So what am I going to do about it? And then he was like, yeah, I got bitches in here. Like a mouth feels the same when your eyes are closed. And I was like, I don't want to talk to this guy anymore.
He was kidding though.
It was scary.
Yeah, he is
Prison
scary.
seems dark.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what a bong rip of a used tampon
I feel like
means.
you meant
You
like
put
a
the- you
pipe.
put a-
like
You put a tampon in the bowl of a bong and then you light the bong and you
Oh.
inhale it.
That's
Instead of
crazy.
weed, you're smoking a
Yeah.
bloody tampon.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, I thought you
Yeah, I thought you were
cut
smoking
weed
out of
a bloody
tampon.
tampon
Yeah. No.
So would you?
for $100.
Yeah.
no.
Dude, inflation's crazy. It'd have to be way more than that. Like
Yeah,
$100 in
is a lot in
2013.
2013.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like $800
$1,000.
now. Maybe, I don't know. If it was mine, maybe. Probably. Let's do the next slide.
Wait, 2013?
Yeah.
That's when I graduated high school.
Oh, my friend Chris drew that of me. He also did the graphic design for Golden Cricket, my company.
Oh, cool.
We're still friends. He's an amazing artist.
Oh, but y'all aren't friends anymore.
We are.
No, he said
We're very
they're
good
still
friends.
friends.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's an amazing photo. When I saw this, I thought that was like a caricature drawn on like an ocean boardwalk. You know how they'll do like the offensive photos of people?
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, they drew this of him and he probably hates it, but you love it and you're happy about it. just what I suspected when searching up things for you. If you look at the time on my phone, it's like 3 a.m. last night. Cool, guys. This is
Next
so fun
one.
that you don't care about anything. Next one, please. Is that it?
Next one. That's it.
You missed one I saw earlier, but it's honestly not that great. Yeah, there we go.
See, that was the artist.
Oh, that's the guy?
Yeah.
I like that he thinks it's so funny. He's laughing like a retard in a room full of strangers.
Yeah. You can't say that anymore.
Yeah,
so.
he's probably not going to be happy you put this up. He's just super, like, he's super chilled out as well.
I don't even know who that is. I don't care if he's
He
not
doesn't live
happy
here.
with it. Who the fuck even is that? Some man I'll never meet is mad? Okay, cool.
Everyone that used to bully me in middle school is like an activist now and they hate racism. And
I can't believe you guys didn't pull up the Walt Jr. picture.
what's the
Oh, have you dressed like you were in Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
I saw it. I didn't think there was anything to it. Is there a story behind it?
I was literally dressed like a retarded person.
Oh.
I pretended to be retarded that entire day.
Oh, I saw the one where you were like dressed like in the Breaking Bad like hazmat suit.
No, that was some other guy. I was the one with crutches.
Oh, I thought you were the okay. Yeah, well, he's not like retarded.
Yeah, he had cerebral palsy. I was literally walking on those crutches all day and night, just like, hello there. I was like talking like Jimmy from South Park. I was talking like a retarded person all day. Everyone bought it. It was crazy because people were like treating me like I was actually retarded. Because
you
back
get
then I was a lot
laid?
scrawnier. I didn't have facial hair or anything. It seemed like I was retarded. And I would like go up to a girl and be like, excuse me, can I get you a drink? And she'd be like, okay. And I'd walk away and I'd come back with a beer and I'd be like shaking violently and spilling it everywhere. It's like, thank you. And just, and like, no problem. And I'd like
Would they
waddle
like
away.
make conversation with you because they felt bad for you?
Yeah.
You know how
I
like the
remember one
hot
time I walked
popular
away and they were
girls?
like,
So, yeah.
they're like, should he be drinking? And then and then this dude was like trying to bully me. He was like, give me those crutches. And I was like, no, leave me alone. And he was like, come on, give me. And he like reached for it. And I was like, get the fuck away from me, dude. And then he tried again. I headbutted him in the face. And then he went and told the cops. And then I was like, I saw him go tell the cops. We were like outside. There was like cops on every corner. It was Halloween in Santa Barbara. And he like points at me and I see him. I look back and I'm like, okay, I can either make a run for it because the cop starts flashing. It's like, you come over here. And I'm like, I can either make a run for it or I can keep playing this off and keep being retarded.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can either
Yeah.
make a run
So
for it
I
or really sell
slowly
it.
crutched back over to the police, and they like sit me down, and they're like, "This guy said that you headbutted him in the face," and I was like, "No, he tried to headbutt me, and I just blocked it with the crutch, and he hit his face on the crutch, and he was trying to bully me for being retarded." And then the cops like, I was like, "Can I get my crutches back?" And he's like, "For your Halloween costume?" And I was like, "No, officer, for my cerebral palsy." And then they're like, "Do you want to press charges on this guy?" And I was like, "No, I think we should just both go our separate ways." And then this guy's over here just looking at me like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Fuck you, snitch."
So like, did you call yourself retarded in front of the cop? Were you like, he's taking my crutches because I'm retarded?
No.
Okay.
I said cerebral
He
palsy.
was selling it.
Yeah, he really. I love that.
Yeah.
That's like
That's something you would do.
No, I would no,
No?
dude. When it comes to like prank type shit, like
Oh,
I
that's
break
true.
immediately.
She
like
can't.
we used to try and prank call people, and I'll just start laughing
She
my
would
ass
just
off
break immediately.
because it's just like the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah.
But I will say, when I was like 12, I would go to the movies with my sister, and we would like play retard. Where like I would
What?
pretend like she was my guardian, and like I would be like, "Meh," and like be like running everywhere and see if people would like believe that I
See?
had special needs.
I'm like, that's something you would do, and I'm like, no, I would never do that.
I know, I would never do
something
that. But
worse.
I didn't do it to the level that he was doing it. Like, you really sold that. I feel like people just thought I was like hyper or something.
Yeah.
I was almost retarded in high school. On my first day of high school, I'd been listening to ICP because this cool kid that I went to summer camp with gave me this CD with ICP on it, and like
And
Nelly
they're
and
great.
Chingy
They're amazing.
and a bunch of stuff. So, and you know, a young angsty kid hearing people talking about murdering people. I was like, oh, this is fun. This is fun music. So on the first day of high school, I saw this guy with the ICP Hatchet Man on his shirt. And I'm like, oh, ICP, I know them. And he's like, yeah, I'll introduce all my friends. We're all juggalos. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, high school is going great. Day one, I'm already making a bunch of friends. And then he introduced me to his friends. And then later that day, I realized they're all in the special ed class. And so I immediately, ran home and deleted all the ICP off my computer, and I never listened to them again.
Did you really like them though?
Yeah.
Because I love ICP.
I mean, I didn't, they kind of creeped me out to listen to at times.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was a few songs that were pretty good. They had some bangers.
Yeah, they're coming to San Antonio like next week. Actually, this week. I really want to see them.
You're going?
I might. It's like $200 to see ICP though. Is it worth it?
And then my first job, I was a bag boy at Pavilions in Newport Beach, and I was the only not retarded person working there.
That is kind of a special needs job.
Pavilion? What's that?
Well, I'm assuming that's a grocery store.
Yeah, it's like a high-end grocery store. So I had to wear a tie,
Oh, is that like Whole Foods or something?
and I'd be bagging groceries for people. There's like Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Maseratis just all over the parking lot. And I would just be sitting there making like $8 an hour pushing a cart around.
Damn.
Maybe 15. I don't remember how much I made. I saved up like $3,000 in 3 months. I think that's
What the
decent.
fuck? At
That's
a grocery
not-
store
yeah,
bagging
that's not
groceries?
bad.
Maybe
What
6
the
months.
hell?
I don't know.
How did you get more savings than me in 2024? What the fuck? That's insane. So that was your first job.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but when I see you and like know that you grew up in California, I just feel like an older like cougar woman like went up to you once and was like, "Please have sex with me."
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's never
That
happened.
never
Never?
happened.
No.
All of my preconceived notions about
Yeah.
him have been wrong, and I'm upset.
I'm upset too. I was wrong.
I
as
know.
well.
I don't understand you or your life anymore.
Yeah. Let me guess your
How do
birthday.
you think I feel?
November.
Yeah.
Whoa.
One right thing.
Okay.
I
Are
just
you a
got the
Scorpio?
month.
Do you believe in that kind of stuff?
I believe that astrology can impact. I believe that celestial bodies can impact the shape of your neurochemistry. But I don't think people that write horoscopes have any idea what they're talking about.
I don't like the writing horoscope thing.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
don't tell me
the-
how my day's gonna be.
It's like vague and stupid.
Yeah,
You know what
like
I
I
mean?
choose
Like
that.
any of you could switch them out and they would still apply.
For sure.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you need to be very confident this month. And it's like, yeah, that's for
Yeah, we all do.
everybody. Like, we're all autistic and stay inside all the time. Like,
True.
Yeah, no, I see that. So are you like big into conspiracy theories?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about, I see this thing on my Instagram all the time. Everyone's saying that like everyone in Hollywood is like demonic in the music industry. Is this true to you?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
That's been a thing for a while.
So do you see like the signs that people do like this? That
As above, so below.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that a real thing?
Well, here's the thing about Satan, you guys.
Yeah.
Satan comes from one of the members of the Anunnaki, who is also where God from the Bible comes
Wait.
from. So God and Satan
Anunnaki?
are kind of interchangeable.
Oh my god.
Dude, I feel like my sleeper agent has just been woken up.
What?
I have this like I think he's my cousin's mom's husband.
We will get back to what you were saying, but we just had
Yes.
something crazy
Before
happen.
we met him and he's like all old and kind of weird.
He
and
doesn't speak English, right?
no.
So I had no idea what he was saying.
And before we were leaving, he stopped us and he's like, "Hey, you need to remember this." Anunnaki.
Anunnaki. And we're like, what? And he's like, Anunnaki. And we're like,
He's like, "Just remember that." And we're like, "What, the fuck?"
Yeah,
are
the
you
Anunnaki
saying?
were 7 giant alien dudes that came down to Earth and genetically modified humans to be a slave race so they didn't have to work.
Oh my god,
Oh
is
my
he a
God.
modified human?
do you think
We
her
all are.
uncle's Satan?
We all are. That's why we have this like emptiness inside of it where we need to keep working and we have to keep building stuff. It's because
I-
we're programmed to be slaves.
I think I wasn't
animals have
included
that.
in that. I can't work.
I need an Anunnaki train ran.
Whoa, what the fuck? Did you say you need a train ran on you?
Anunnaki Bukaki.
Yeah.
Train.
Okay, wait, so continue,
Yeah,
please.
continue.
So like the Garden of Eden was actually an outdoor laboratory where they genetically modified the first man called Adamu or Adam in the Garden of Eden. So the same names applied. And every major story in the Sumerian tablets is the bulk of where this comes from, which is the oldest document on earth, which predates the Bible, Torah, Quran by like 20 to 30,000 years. And every major story in the Bible, you know, Noah's Ark, the Tower of Babel, Garden of Eden, all this stuff is originally in the Sumerian tablets. But when they say God said this in the Bible, it wasn't the creator of the universe that said that. It was one of these dudes like Enki or Marduk or Enlil, which are the names of these Anunnaki dudes, which were not the creators of existence. They just created humanity, which is a small fraction of existence.
So are we all demons? I'm confused.
Yeah, look around.
Probably.
Yeah, we are at Creek right
Well,
now.
Have you heard of Edgar Casey?
no.
He's like a government like psychic person, but he used to like when he was a kid, he would fall asleep on books and then he would wake up and tell you everything about them. And then he would like tell people cures like for cancer and other things. And then he said like Atlantis was real and like he would say all this other
Well,
stuff
Atlantis
that
was a
came
global
true.
civilization. Ancient Egypt was a city in Atlantis. The dude who, have you heard of Hermes, the dude with the wings on his shoes?
Briefly.
His name in Egypt was Thoth, and he was known as Thoth the Atlantean because he was of Atlantis. And Atlantis was a global society where it was all interconnected. That's why all the pyramids are kind of like having the same dimensions and face the same way. They were giant communication and power generators, and they would like beam information to each other, and the whole world was connected.
That would be sick.
This
wanna
is
live
like
there.
blowing my mind right now.
Yeah.
Also, like, when did you learn all of this? Like, what's going on? That's my question.
He's
Well,
like,
so-
I don't
so as
remember
I-
the chinchilla, but I remember
Yeah, what the
Anunnaki.
fuck? Like, you're like, I don't remember posting this Facebook status, but Anunnaki created us and we're slaves to
He's
working.
like, Page
Well, it actually, my
57.
answer actually makes perfect sense because the reason I started drinking in the first place was because I had so many like
Too much knowledge.
no. I didn't know any of this shit back then. I was just curious. I was like, why are we here? Who are we? Where are we? What the hell is going on? And I wanted to drown out that voice of existential crises happening constantly. So I started drinking. And then drinking made me retarded enough to be able to be friends with other people and not think about that kind of shit. And then the alcohol got to a point where it was destroying my body to a point where I had to stop or I was going to actually die, which I was okay with at a certain point. But then I got to the realization where I had built myself up enough to where I didn't feel the need to hate myself anymore and I could take the brakes off alcohol. And then I just started diving in with psychedelics, and psychedelics really expanded my questioning ability. And then I just started Googling shit and researching stuff and comparing things and using critical analysis of my intuition to decide what's true. And here we are.
So are you like a person who is like super like curious and like not
Yeah.
scared? Or have you ever been like, this is too much, I don't want to know?
Yeah, when I got to the adrenochrome child sacrifice stuff, I actually cried. And I was like, this is too fucked up. I don't want to look into this anymore.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
I only know
That
a
was in
little bit about
2020.
that. That was really big back then.
I stopped
when
doing
people talk
a
about
kid
that.
fucking jokes too. I used to have a bunch of pedophile jokes, and then I realized that like all those jokes were actually real, and I didn't realize it was like going on all the time to this scale.
Yeah, it's
And I was
fucked
like,
up.
damn, I don't really want to joke about that anymore.
Wait, so what is adrenochrome?
It's a hormone that is they'll like sacrifice kids and then they'll terrorize them first, and then their adrenal glands will get all pumped up and it'll
Like
metabolize
adrenaline.
into adrenochrome, and then they'll like drink it and then get magic powers, is what they say. I haven't seen that much proof for that. I think they actually are extracting DMT from the pineal gland, if anything.
Yeah, he explained it better. I was gonna explain it in a way dumber way.
Dude, I'm just like, that's so crazy. And like, who's doing this?
Like,
I'm not going to name names, but basically the Democrats. I don't know why. I'm not like, if you look up a list of people convicted pedophiles on the Republican side, there are a bunch, but there's a lot less than the Democrat side. And I don't know, it goes super deep. And that was one of the reasons I quit doing drugs, because I was like MK Ultraing myself.
Yeah.
And I would just think about this shit all the time. And people were like, dude, like, there's reality right here. Like, we have stuff we're doing in this world. And I was like, oh, yeah, I need to stop focusing on the spirit realm.
Yeah. Yeah, my friend Michael used to talk about that stuff all the time, and I started getting panic attacks. I was like, this is too much. Anyway.
I mean, it is interesting, but it's like
No,
a lot,
we
and
were
it's
like on
crazy.
acid, and
Yeah.
it was going on for hours. And I
It's
was
just
like,
like-
okay.
I used to talk to my dad about it, and just because my dad is so polar opposite of me, like he's very, you know, by the book, you know, college work. He worked a 9 to 5 his whole life, and he's proud of it and he's happy with it. And so I try to run shit by him to just see like how normal people feel about stuff.
Are your parents together?
No.
I was just wondering. Everyone thinks my parents are divorced. It's kind of offending me lately.
I don't think anyone thinks about your parents at all.
They do tell me.
all right, let's calm down the roasting. We're talking about adrenochrome, people.
I
all
get it.
right?
Nothing is about me.
Yeah, everything's about Satan and Ananuki.
Yeah, I'm not an Ananuki.
Yeah, so you don't matter to him, dude. I mean, how could your parents matter when nothing's real?
Yeah, true.
Am I right?
Well,
Well,
that's
not
exactly.
exactly.
That's a good point. No, that's a good
Well,
point.
spiritual people, some people say that you choose your parents.
Yeah,
When you're like choosing your lives.
I buy that.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Interesting thought.
whatever.
I would have chosen a nicer mom.
Well, it's also if you like need to learn something, maybe I don't know.
Just kidding, mom, if you're watching this. But she probably ended it when we started talking about adrenochrome.
That's true.
She's
I don't
super-
think my parents really taught me that much.
Same. Yeah.
Like, I remember just looking at my parents when I was 6 and just being like, I don't want to be anything like you guys. I'm going to do my own thing.
What are
And so everything they told me to do, I was like, nah. And now I'm more successful than they've ever been. I mean, not in like comedy or music, but
your parents are comedians?
no.
So then you're more successful than they are.
Yeah, dude.
There
Hell
you
yeah.
go. Duh. Like, what do they do? What are they, bankers? Like, I don't fucking know. Like,
A
I don't know.
broker?
Is your dad like a hedge fund guy? It could be that.
No, my mom's a dental hygienist.
Oh my God, I hate
So
dental
she's hot?
hygienists.
Is your mom hot?
She's like 70.
Well,
So
was
she's
she?
hot.
Yeah, so she is.
She's hot.
Here's the thing. Female dental hygienists will always steal your man.
That's true.
It's
Old
just how it
or
is.
not, they
Doesn't
will.
matter, dude. They have something. Like, their asses are always fat and they're always stealing your men.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You guys were talking about my mom.
Yeah.
She would steal my man.
And you know what? She
I don't
didn't
have
stay
one.
with the dad, so she probably found someone else.
Yeah, she gave the man back.
Yeah, to you,
got
I guess.
divorced.
I don't know.
Not to me. I don't
We've
know.
all
It's
been
just-
there.
Yeah,
We've
she
all been
didn't-
divorced.
Yeah.
But I mean, all things considered, I had pretty good parents. I didn't get abused
That's good.
that bad.
That bad.
Only in church. Did you grow up religious?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Are you religious now?
I stopped. I mean, I know there's God and I love God, but I used to be an atheist, and then I did DMT, and then I did DMT a lot more, and then I saw God a bunch, and I was like, "Whoa, this is what happens when you die? Fuck yeah!"
Okay, wait. So what happens
So now
when
it's
you
just like a
die? 'Cause I
countdown.
need to
Yeah,
know.
can you tell Grace?
Yeah, can
what
you
happened?
tell me what happens when we die?
I think it's relative to yourself.
You
but-
get immersed in light and love and rejoin with the creator, and I think you either get reincarnated or you get to be like a god on some other dimension. Like you either get upgraded, you come back as fucking Dulce.
I was literally about
A
to,
psychic once told me that I came to Earth as a favor. So you're welcome, Eli.
A psychic told me I was a woman in a past life.
I believe
And I was
that.
like, I'm 8.
Whoa. I really don't want to be reincarnated. Because I don't want to go to school all over again. That
Yeah,
was
you have to.
really
This shit
horrible.
never
No,
ends.
dude.
No. We're in
an infinite loop.
How do I stop the cycle?
You have to like be a good person,
Oof.
but like not too good of a person.
Okay.
It's a balance between being the best version of yourself without hurting too many other people.
I think you have some lives left before you can move on.
I really hate
You
that.
hold grudges too long.
Yeah, well, some people just suck. And you need to. And I think that makes me a good person for saying that.
Yeah, if they don't
Yeah.
improve themselves, why should you forgive them for being
Oh
shitty?
my God, fucking thank you. Everybody wants to say, oh, you hold a grudge. Bitch, you still suck. I haven't seen any improvement, so I'm not forgiving.
Do you hold a grudge or do you just write people off?
I just write people off.
Because there's a big difference.
Like, I don't hold on to anger. I'm just like, I'm done with you forever.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
thank
the way
you.
to be. Because sometimes
Yes.
there's some people where I can tell within like 10 seconds if I never want to talk to this person again.
That's true.
Where there's
Yeah.
like, I saw a rabbit, and actually that's a pretty good story. I don't know.
I was holding a chinchilla once.
I don't know. Boring people, I can't have them around me. It makes me like stressed and angry if I have to like pay attention to listening to people.
Yeah.
Which that was the hardest part about quitting drinking is people are not as interesting without alcohol.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sometimes I watch those like Instagram reels of like Austin influencers and they're like trying out this new restaurant in Austin. And I'm like, this makes me want to kill myself. Like, is this your only life trying out new restaurants, like new tapas bars in Austin? Like you need to get a grip because this is horrible. I hate people like that. We're like,
yeah.
That can afford food.
yeah, I do. That can afford trying new restaurants because I can't.
Okay, see, that's different. That's being a hater.
Yeah, I'm both a hater who holds grudges. Look, I know we didn't know each other too well before this podcast, but that's just who I am, okay? Like, yeah, you're God reincarnated, and I'm just like a spiteful bitch who eats ramen.
No, you're me.
Yeah.
You're just me in a woman's body.
Oh, no.
Oh. Yeah, I could see that actually.
Wow, I'm scared.
We're all the
Yeah.
same.
So you keep talking, and I'll wait.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't prepare my section very well because I was in pain. So
Yeah,
Pain?
there was a shooting. I have like sciatica and it's really bad. I think
Battlestar sciatica.
He's about to tell you that your pain isn't real, by the way.
I mean,
No,
I
your pain's
know
the
like,
only thing that's real.
I know metaphysically what it is, but I still think I need surgery or something. But it does happen when I'm like going through something emotional, right, Grace?
It's true. And
Yeah.
when the weather gets cold.
Yeah.
That's why you have to gaslight yourself.
That is,
Yeah,
I
all
love
you
that.
have to do is pretend that it's a good day, and it is. You
Yeah.
just pretend.
You gotta, I mean, you should do that anyways.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just like forget everything and just.
I
live
mean,
in the
we're all
moment.
collectively pretending that this is how all this shit works, you know?
Oh, there was a shooting this week. That's what I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
And Taylor Swift, it was her fault, you say?
Probably, man. I mean, all the shootings reek of CIA operation to me.
So you think they like gave the teenagers 2 PS5s for them to shoot up the parade?
PS5s?
I don't know. to bribe
PlayStation
them.
5.
Yeah,
PlayStation
I think
number
they provided
5.
I think they provided the guns.
Wow.
I know nothing about this either.
Oh,
I'm just
you're
shooting
just
from the hip.
going
and I'm
in.
usually right when I do that because I have so much collective knowledge that I can see the patterns.
There it is.
Wait, how many people did
I mean,
they
there is a
shoot?
chance that it's just a psycho, but the odds
Two-
of that happening
two
are...
Two
Teenagers?
psychos, very Columbine.
Yeah. We were talking about this on the way over, and she's like, I feel like guns should be like antidepressants. Like,
Like,
they should check
check.
in on you. And I was like, just wait for the podcast. Like, I'm sure he has a lot of thoughts on gun control. Don't worry. Like,
I believe in gun control.
like
The
in
people
what
who have
way?
guns should be in control.
I mean, I think they already are.
Yeah, if
But we
anyone
need
has
to
a
be more
gun.
armed than the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, don't go there. You're trying to get on reality TV.
As someone who's been robbed at gunpoint multiple times.
Multiple?
Yeah, I've been robbed like 3 times with
Where?
guns. One in Venezuela, the other one in Houston, and then
All
another
third world
one
countries.
in Houston. Yeah.
Both third world countries.
Yeah. for
Yeah,
sure.
and then I was robbed in France by some old ladies.
Wow, I've never been robbed. Well, I've had
Yeah.
people break into my house when I was in there.
Have you ever robbed someone?
He
Next
can't. He's like, I don't recall.
The glasses
Um,
say it all.
My first time that I got robbed, you know how you used to have to buy texts to text people? on your like whatever year it was.
Buy
My
what?
friend, like you had to buy text on phones because you only had a certain
Oh
amount.
yeah.
When it was
I had
like
Virgin Mobile.
yes, I
Which, by
was
the
in
way,
Venezuela. So.
Virgin, and it's written in blood. You ever notice that?
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
don't like. Why do you tell me that?
Epstein Island was in the Virgin Islands, where they would
my
desecrate
God.
virgins. It's all right in front of your face.
Wow.
Continue.
It feels crazy.
I love it.
Wow. Well, she needed to buy more text to text her boyfriend. So we walked to the store and then she's like, let's take a shortcut. And I'm like, we shouldn't, which is something I always say before I'm about to get robbed with anyone. And then some two guys came out of nowhere with a gun and they're like, we need the phone, and then took her phone. And she was like fighting it. She's like, I don't want to give it to them. I was like, bitch, give him the phone. Like, he has a gun. Anyway, then we just walked home and she was crying because she couldn't text her boyfriend.
That's insane. Like just that woman's perspective on life.
Honestly, that would be my perspective too.
Yeah,
I would be like, Cody doesn't know where I am.
That makes me wish she got shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, but I don't. But like,
Yeah.
I almost someone tried to rob me in Colombia.
I could see that.
I was looking for cocaine by going up to everyone. I heard that the people that sell the chargers sell cocaine. So I was going up to all of them saying, ¿Tienes un cargador para mi nariz? Which translates to, do you have a charger for my nose?
Oh
And
my
they
God.
all laughed, but they were all, I think they thought I was like a cop or something.
Yeah.
So none of them gave me any. And then this one dude,
I mean, I would think
Yeah,
you
I
are
would think
too,
you're-
and
you
still
have cop
you
vibes,
do, yeah.
like undercover
the glasses,
cop.
yeah, and I didn't have a beard
everything.
back then either, and I had combed hair.
Wow.
And then I saw this one kid, and he gave me this fat key bump of this really good stuff. And I was like, yeah, this is good. How much? And he was like, $500 for 5 grams. And I was like, that's too much, and I don't need that much.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, you have to buy that much, and that's how much it costs. And
because you took the bump.
yeah. And he was like, you're gonna, and I was like, oh, I don't have that much money. And he was like, you're gonna have to walk to the ATM. We'll walk with you. And then I was like, oh, this guy's trying to rob me. Okay. So I politely declined his robbery. I was like, no, thank you. And he was like, yeah, you're gonna go get the money right now. And I was like, oh, you know what? I got plans. Have a good one, man. and I just turned around and started walking away. He's like, if you walk away, we're gonna have problems. And I was like, all right, have a good one. Nice meeting you. Like, I just politely declined his robbery.
Yeah.
You should have been like, no entiendo, lo siento, adios.
No,
And then they had someone follow us back to our hostel.
Damn.
And that was the last.
I
of
like
that.
you just pulled like the American stupidity card on them. You're like, nah, bro, I gotta go. You're good though. All right.
Well, as long as they don't have a weapon, like you're in the clear. He was
That's
thinking
true,
he was gonna scare me into submission. That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Even
But
with
could
a
you,
weapon,
like-
I'd just be like, you know what? I'd rather die than
What if he tried to like
lose
fist
anything,
fight
really.
you?
I would have kicked his ass.
Yeah,
True.
That's like something.
And
you
then
do,
I would have
right?
got jumped by all his friends, and then it would have gotten really bad. But
But you
you
got
know-
a bump.
you know, when you're living life as a fearless alcoholic, things just tend to work themselves out. Actually, that's not true. That's not true.
More. I couldn't agree more with that.
That's actually
And we're
terrible
gonna clip
advice.
That for
That's actually terrible advice.
Yeah.
But when you don't care about stuff, you are less likely to manifest the self-sabotage of worrying. Because worrying about things makes it more likely to happen, because you're essentially, whatever's going on in your mind is telling the universe what's about to happen. And the best way to predict the future is to create it. So if you're worrying something is going to go wrong, the universe doesn't see that as worrying or wrong. It just says, this is going to happen in my mind. So you're more likely to make something bad happen.
That's what my ex said after he cheated on me.
and it was Eli. Or
to see you
whatever
again.
your name is at this point. I don't know.
Yeah. Where
wait.
can what?
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna be like, where can people find you?
Okay, yeah. I was just gonna ask one question. Don't you do like MMA?
Yeah.
What is the connection between MMA fighters and stand-up comedy?
Joe Rogan.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I noticed there's a big bridge between that. Like, and I guess that
My friend's
thanks for the-
husband was gonna fight in like Corpus Christi or something. Anyway, I just remember that. I
Yeah.
don't know why I said that.
Cool. Thank you for the
Yeah,
2-word
yeah.
answer and for that. That
You're
was
welcome.
good. Yeah, where can people find you?
Follow me on Instagram at Octavius Thunder. Octavius Thunder on YouTube. Brody Lowballer on Spotify. I'm about to release my 4th rap album entitled No More Mr. Knife Guy
Amazing.
because my 3rd album
Yeah.
was called Knife Man.
Are you beefing with Riff Raff?
No,
Okay.
I did. I was on a podcast with 2 other women that tried to challenge him to a freestyle battle on my behalf, to which I accepted to being a part of, but I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't think he's going to see it.
All right. Well, it's on Riff Raff. We'll second that.
Yeah. Shauna picked out his outfit once for a concert.
Really?
Random enough.
Yeah. He like hooked up with one of my friends in high school.
Wow, Riff Raff. He gets around.
He really does get around.
Like,
I think she was 18 though. Yeah. All right, cool. Golden Cricket.
Oh yeah,
Or is that-
goldencricket.com. Buy cricket bars. Also, discolabs.co. Buy some edibles. They're Delta 9. They're legal.
Yeah,
ooh.
eat crickets and edibles.
Yeah.
Protein. We're all about it.
Don't drink. Anyway.
I can't stand behind that. Drink.
Okay,
It's good. Thanks for watching this episode, guys. We just have one thing left to say.
Yay!
Yeah.